Good morning, everyone. We are on day 3 of our sunrise workouts. Welcome to this beautiful morning. So let's get started. Let's close your eyes for a second. Think about how your body's feeling. Breathe in the crisp morning air. Take a few deep breaths in. Practice your thoracic breathing. Breathe in through into your rib cage. Nice deep breath. As you exhale, think about those deep pelvic floor muscles. Zip them up just like a zipper. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, engage those core muscles. This time, when you inhale and exhale, I want you to try to maintain and hold about a 30% contraction of those deep pelvic floor muscles. Try and hold that contraction. The more of this breathing that we do, the more you're going to start incorporating it just out of habit into your daily lives, just in the things that you do every day, whether you're lifting something, lifting a kid, doing physical labor, whatever it is. So let's lay down on your mat. Find a nice neutral position. Feel where your body is. Feel each body part that's touching the mat. Couple more breaths. And let's stretch those arms straight up, shrug those shoulders up to the sky, and then press those shoulder blades back down. Try to start connecting the breath with the movement. Focus on those deep pelvic floor muscles from your pubic bone up to your navel. And one arm back, soldier arms. We'll just do a couple of these today just to get our shoulders moving. And back down. Slide those feet up to your and press that spine down, and let's do a nice pelvic tilt. You don't have to go all the way up into a shoulder bridge. Just get the spine moving, get the hips moving. Pretend you have a ball in between your knees. Try to keep them even with your hips. Try to move one vertebrae at a time. Really push that back down into the mat. Lift those hips and roll it back down. Now let's bring one leg at a time up into a tabletop position. Inhale to prepare, roll those shoulders up, and let's do the 100. Stay at tabletop if that's where you're comfortable. Otherwise, stretch those legs out. Really push that back down into the mat, navel to spine. Engaging those deep pelvic floor muscles, almost like you're doing a Kegel. Try and keep those shoulders away from your ears. 5-second breath with your arms in, 5-second breath with your arms out. Let's do about 3 more sets, 3 more breaths. Enjoy the crisp, cool air. Now let's bring your arms back behind you and turn this in to a single leg crisscross. Really stretch that leg as far out as you can. Point those toes. Let the movement come from your core. Try not to pull on your neck. If your neck is getting tired, always feel free to lay back down. Now let's turn that into a double leg stretch. If this is too hard, you can go ahead and stay in tabletop. Just going to stretch both legs out and come back in. Try not to let your spine arch Really focus on those deep core muscles. Stretch those legs out. If there's too much, you can pull them up to the ceiling here. The further down your legs go, the more difficult it's going to be for your abdominal muscles. But really push that spine down into the mat as you're doing this. And relax. Let's come over to the side. You're going to put your arm under your head wherever it's comfortable. Draw those knees up. Try and get your heels in line with your tailbone. Then lift your heels, and we're going to do the oyster. Lift that top leg. Really focus on making the movement come from your hip, and then keeping those core muscles engaged to support your spine. Try to have that little gap here. It's hard to see with all the warm clothes. And try to do about 10 to 12 on each side. Now let's stretch that bottom leg out. Knee over the top. Point that foot and just a little tiny lift with that bottom leg. Usually inhale for about 2, exhale for 2. Really focusing on connecting your breath to your movement. Now let's flex your foot and the same little lift. All right, now let's come over to the other side. Arm under. Find your nice neutral position. You can put your hand in front to balance if you need to. Have that little gap here. Draw those heels in line with your tailbone. And let's lift your heels and do the oyster. Inhale for up and down, then exhale for 1 rep. Now stretch that bottom leg out. Top leg over the top. Bottom leg. Do little tiny lifts. Try not to let those obliques sink down into the mat. Use those abdominal muscles to hold them up. Flex your foot. Really focus on your breathing, connecting your breathing to your movements. And come back down. Now let's roll over onto our stomachs for some swimming, and we'll also do some leg stretches today. Stretch your arms out. Pull that navel off of the mat. Stretch your feet out. Lift your shoulders. Little tiny splashes. Try to inhale for 4 or 5. Exhale for 4 or 5. If it's too much for your neck, go ahead and rest your forehead on the mat. You can always work up to that. Just make sure you're breathing the whole time. Let's do about 3 or 4 more breaths. Try and keep your shoulders away from your ears. And last breath in. And exhale. And come back down. Let's do a quick child's pose back. Now we're going to come down onto your elbows. Try and pull that navel up. pull your spine off the ground. Don't let yourself sink into the cobra position. I want you to really push through those thighs, and you're just going to do 2 little kicks here. Get a nice stretch in the front of your thigh. Inhale for 1, exhale for 1. Do a few with pointed toes. Try and roll those shoulders back. Then go ahead and flex your foot. Enjoy the sunrise that's going on around us. Let's do 1 more on each side. Now we're gonna lay down on our stomachs. Clasp your arms behind you. Roll those shoulders back. Lift your chest. Nice stretch. As you roll back down, bring your feet up. 2 little kicks. Nice stretch. Stretch those hands toward your heels. Should feel a nice stretch in your shoulders, nice stretch in your back. It's also using some of those muscles in your back to lift your body up. Let's do 2 more. Now if you can, pull those feet up, and we're going to do some rocking. Grab your ankles, grab your feet wherever you can. If this is too much, just do the best you can. Just don't hurt your knees. And you're going to lift up and press those hands, or press your feet into your hands, press your ankles into your hands, and back down. Inhale. Let's do 2 more. And back down. Let's come up onto our knees, over to one side, stretch that leg out, hip over your knee, leg straight. Don't curve it in or curve it out. Use a block if you need to, and forward and back. Keep your neck straight. Nice neutral spine. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Point your toe and then flex on the way back. And bring it back down. Now we're going to come up into a side plank. So you can come here. You can keep one leg on the ground. You can keep both knees on the ground. You can be here on your elbow. Whatever position is comfortable for you. We're going to come up into our side plank. Inhale. And try to exhale on the way up. Let's do 2 more. And come over to the other side. Hand on the ground, hip over your knee, foot nice and straight behind you. Roll those shoulders back. Stretch that leg as far out as you can. Nice pointed toe on the way forward. Flex on the way back. Try not to stick your butt out here. Really squeeze those glutes. do about 3 more. 3, 2, 1. And same thing here. You can do your side bends from here. You can do them with knees bent. You can come up on your hand. You can do one leg out, 2 legs out, whatever is most comfortable for you. You can just start a few up here. When it gets too difficult, you can put a knee down. This is your workout. If you need any help with the modifications, just go ahead and leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer your questions or do another tutorial on it. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come right over into our push-up position. Inhale to prepare. Let's do at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit back into child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. Thank you for joining me for our 3rd day of Sunrise workouts. I hope this was a beautiful start to your day. Enjoy. Thank you.